Hey everybody, Mr. Noble here. Welcome to week number 4. I just wanted to take a few minutes to go over this week's work if you were unable to make it to the Monday, Tuesday meeting where we discussed this very information, which is fine because here we are. So week number 4, you go down here on your Canvas page. There are 2 assignments. The first one is a grammar assignment. And this is meant to be mostly a review. This is something we've talked about before in high school English. But we're looking at sentence fragments. So that is when the sentence is not complete, it is missing something. And if you are confused, you don't remember, you need a little refresher, there's a great video right here, just a few minutes long, by Khan Academy, talking about what a sentence fragment is, how to recognize it, and then start to think about how to fix it up. And then the assignment is right here. So if you click on week 4 grammar, it will open up a link that asks you to make a copy of the document that I've also put down here for you to look at. So you'll open up a Google document. It will be your own copy. So please put your name at the top. And then you're going to go through, and in the first section, you're going to try and decide, are these 5 sentences here a fragment, or are they a complete sentence? So fragment or complete, and then you will label based on the information that you've learned up here in the video and what you've got there in your brain already. Tell me what these are. And then the second part of this assignment will give you 3 sentences and something has gone wrong with them. They are fragments and you need to fix them. So use your knowledge and tools to fix up these 3 sentences here. And if you need help with any of this, please email me, let me know, and we'll get it fixed up. Once you get that done, you're going to take your document that you've created here and submit that up at the Submit Assignment button. And that's assignment number 1 for this week. The next assignment is kind of the big one for this week, and that's the second part of the newspaper project. So we've got, hopefully by now, a rough draft of sorts. We've got some articles we'd like to talk about. Hopefully we've picked our images, and now we are ready to put it all together. So I've said here that you can use any program that you'd like. There's a link here to Canva and to a program called Lucidpress, which are super extra. They're pretty fancy. If you want to go that route, you can. Otherwise, I would just go Google Slides. That would be the easiest way for you to get this done. The objectives of this assignment are to conduct research, which we have done already, write effective paragraphs, which we've been practicing the last several weeks. Remember, you need a topic sentence, some discussion based on that topic sentence, and then a conclusion sentence. And then we're going to look at text features, which are things like captions, pictures, citations, headings, subheadings, the things that make the document readable for the audience, the things that communicate what is happening on the piece of paper. So that's what we're trying to get at. Once you've got all your information and you're ready to put it together, this is what I am expecting as far as the final product. So you should have 9 different pages on there. There should be a title page, a table of contents. The third page, I'd like you to copy and paste your New Year's journal entry from last week, those 3 paragraphs. And then I would take the time to edit, make sure they look good. You've then got your 5 articles here that we've been working on for the last week. And then I would like to have a citations page. You don't have to put all of the MLA citations together. I just want to see the links for each of the articles that you have referenced and each of the images that you have put on your final product. So I need to be able to find what you were using, but it doesn't need to be a formal works cited at this point. Grading is right here. I'm going to be looking at these 2 pieces. So the first piece is spelling and grammar and mechanics. So the way in which you have put together the document and the words on it. And then the second part is text elements, which is, do you include all of the things that I have asked for? So do you have a complete document is what the second one is looking for. And then the last piece here is a template / expectations. This is an example of what you could come up with. I went into Google Slides and I changed the size of the page so it looked more like a magazine. I think this was 7 inches by 5 inches maybe. But you could do whatever makes sense for you. So this would be your title page. You can have a title, an image, and then your information here. Table of contents could look something like this. The third page should be your New Year's journal, where you put those 3 paragraphs together. Then you should have 5 different articles. This is how I would put it together, but you can organize this in any way that makes sense for you. Here I've got a title and a subtitle, an image. This is the caption. The caption describes what's happening in the image, so your reader knows what they should be thinking as they're looking at the image. And then you'll have 1 to 2 paragraphs of analysis or discussion, depending on the topic that you are writing about. Here is an example of one that I would write about. So I would do a science section. I'm pretty stoked about the SpaceX mission to put the humans in space several months ago during quarantine. I picked a picture. Here is a caption that shows the reader what's going on. And then I would take a couple paragraphs to talk about how cool this event was, why it was important, how the science exploration in the last few years has changed, how interesting it is that they built this new spacecraft, et cetera, et cetera. So I would discuss that here. And then you're going to have 5 of those articles. And then some sort of citations page, which at this point is just a link to the image, to the website that the image came from maybe, or a link to the article that you were referencing. You're going to put all that together however makes sense to you, and then submit this document here up at the Submit Assignment button. If you are struggling, if you are lost or confused on any of this, I know this is a lot of stuff all here together, please reach out, show up to a Google meeting, send me an email. I am here to help you. Hope you have a good week. Learn a little bit about some stuff that happened last year, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.